Hello, welcome back. More Fire Emblem. We get to start this episode with supports, because everyone likes supports. I mean, that's like half of the point of the series, it seems like. But I think we've got like 6 or 7, maybe more. I'm not actually entirely sure. It's hard to tell at a glance.
Do you have a moment, Professor?
No.
I need to speak with you. Thank you so much. This is what I wanted to address. This letter from my adoptive father just arrived. Oh, have I not mentioned him? He's the reason I first came to the Officers' Academy. He's also the one who dragged me from the church where I was living, just so he could use my crest. My crest does not yet belong to a house, so he plans to use it as leverage to marry into the nobility. He's a very greedy man who was a roving merchant before adopting me, but now he's in the capital. This letter says that he's finally arranged to marry me off to a wealthy noble. I know he's just thinking of himself, but can't he see that this isn't a priority when we're at war? I don't know what to do about this proposal. I can't see any way around it, so I fear that I must. I just don't want to let go of the life that I've made for myself. I know it's not what my heart wants, but I don't have the strength to say no. I believe I've mentioned this before, but I want to work in service of the church. Well, I suppose it doesn't necessarily have to be.
I'm glad the main character
I
has
want to help those in
just as bad a memory as
If I
I
were to
do.
marry a noble, I think it would be difficult to realize that dream. It's just, I've always allowed myself to follow the whims of those above me. I convinced myself that everything in life was at the will of the goddess. I was blind to reality. I believed it was her will to both pull me from the church and guide me to the Officers' Academy. The decision to enter this war was the first time I acted of my own free will. My adoptive father opposed this decision, but I somehow managed to convince him. Still, I couldn't free myself of him completely. This letter is proof of that. It's not that I'm scared of him, but there is something that worries me. I knew you'd understand, Professor. I've sat down to write a reply several times, but I can't muster up the courage or the words. I was hoping you could provide me with the encouragement I need.
Just
That's
trade
a
fuck
very
off
good
in the
point.
letter. Thumbs
We're
up.
only given one life, so we must do all we can to pursue our happiness. Okay. I think that may have been just the push I was looking for. I'll tell him the truth, that I found a life worth pursuing, and I must decline the proposal. Maybe I should tell him I've fallen for someone else. Why, it's you, Professor. Isn't that obvious?
I like these two options. 10 out of 10 options.
I'm just teasing. Now I'm off to write this letter and stand my ground. Thank you for your encouragement.
I basically didn't do anything, but you're welcome. Who else do we have? Dorothea already at an A, which actually surprises me.
This may seem a bit sudden, but
I suppose I did take her to
I want
choir a
thank
lot.
you, Professor. That is, for letting me live my life the way I want. I've noticed you've been giving me fewer of those soul-revealing gazes lately. I appreciate you making an effort to not trouble yourself over who I spend my time with. Well, of course. Did you think I wouldn't notice? It's kind of sweet in its own way. Professor, may I tell you a story about when I was younger? I was an orphan, living in the back alleys of Enbar. Until one day I was overheard singing. That was when my new life began. I was suddenly a songstress in the Mittelfrank Opera Company. Performers, nobility. I met so many people. But none of them ever really knew me. I was just some young, pretty girl who could sing. A spectacle to be admired. Even though everyone praised my looks and my voice and they showered me with gifts, I knew one day I'd be old. My looks would fade, my voice would change. I wouldn't sound the same. And I started to wonder, when I did get old, what would I have left? I'd be old, alone, and back on the streets of the capital, right where I'd started. You can never be certain about what the future will bring. I never had much to begin with in life, and I worry that one day I'll be that way again. That's why I keep searching for someone who will love me. Someone unaware of the songstress, who can love a girl that used to be scared and alone on the streets of the capital. I wonder if such a strange person can even exist.
I wonder. That was an abrupt ending. Alright, what do we got? 2 for you.
Oh no, it's Felix.
That's
He's
my
coming
response
right at
too.
me.
I agree.
If I run, he'll chase me. Maybe if I just hold really, really still.
Ahem.
Whatever it is, I didn't do it, I swear. Unless I'm offending you just by standing here.
No, here. I believe this is yours.
Huh? Oh, yeah, that's my satchel. Wait, where did you get that?
Stop asking questions and just take it.
No! Trap! It's a trap!
Why are you acting like this?
Acting? Does this terror on my face look fake to you?
You're being difficult. Come on, this is yours.
I can't! Your icy glare has frozen me completely!
Shut up, just take the thing.
No! Please don't kill me!
What? Who's going to...
Sword! He's got a sword! Ah!
My sword! How did you...
I can't do this anymore!
What an odd girl. But she's certainly caught my attention. I've never seen that technique before.
I don't know if it's a technique. Panic flails tend to do
I still have
things.
to give this back to her.
That you never suspect the panic flailing. Always catches you.
May I help you, Sedith?
Finally noticed me, I see. Good to see that you are so dedicated to your training.
Do you have need of my sword?
No, this is not a military matter. I would like to discuss the distance you seem to be keeping from the others.
Distance? I don't follow.
I have noticed that you like to keep others at arm's length, and in most cases, quite a bit further.
Keeping a close eye on me. They don't share my values, that's all.
Is that why you train alone? Because your friends do not share your values?
You seem displeased. I suppose you're going to tell me, to defeat your enemies, you must have dependable allies.
That's not exactly how I would phrase it, but having good relationships with your allies is essential in combat. I am sure you realize that it is easier to bond with people when you interact with them more. There are limits to what one person can do alone. Great things cannot be achieved without allies.
You sound like my father. You're saying it's in my own interest to make friends?
To put it simply, yes. As much as you possibly can. To be honest, I envy you, because I know what it is like to not have many people to call friends.
I wouldn't have guessed that. There are so many devout believers.
I am talking about friends. people to speak with on equal terms. You have many friends here. You should take care to attend to them.
I'll consider your advice, but I'm not usually one to change my mind.
To be young.
Old man Sedith out here, calling people out.
Oh, how unlucky that we were assigned to clean this ancient tower.
Is the ancient tower
It's
pure
not
black?
a pleasant job, but someone has to do it.
What is this
With all
background?
the windows boarded up, it's so dark.
Oh, okay.
And there are strange noises. Like that noise. What was that? A rat? Tell me it was a rat.
Better than a ghost.
You're not scared of ghosts, are you, Ash? I didn't think you'd be.
You haven't seen what I've seen. Ah!
Oh no! What was that noise?
It's okay. It's just the wind blowing the door shut. Oh no, the latch is rusted. It won't budge.
What? You mean we're trapped in here?
I'm sorry. I didn't think to prop the door open.
Don't worry about that now. We need to think of a way out of here.
Well, what if we were to pry the boards off the windows?
Yes, that! We can do it in no time.
Oh, there's something on my face!
Calm down, Ash. It's a cobweb. Just a cobweb. We've got to pull ourselves together. Now, which of the windows should we check? I can't stand it here in the pitch dark.
Oh, I've got one here. Stand back.
Why are they
Oh,
cleaning up
we
a
made
boarded
it.
up place anyway? Why is it
I
boarded
wouldn't
up?
want to go through that again.
Why do we clean it?
For a moment there, I didn't think we'd make it out alive. No. Oh, wait. I've lost it.
Why was the window
gone.
easier than the door?
What is it?
The doll my father gave me. Oh, I must have dropped it.
In the tower? Are you going back for it?
No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I've been meaning to throw it out for a while now.
Are you sure? If it was a gift from your father...
Yes, but it can't be helped. Let's just get back to the monastery.
Right.
That'll show up later, don't worry. So many of these. I hate doing these in big
Excellent.
chunks like this,
Well
but
done, Ash. Continue such work, and you will certainly make a name.
it's better
for
than
yourself.
splitting it constantly.
You think so? Thank you, Gilbert. You really are amazing, you know. Your skills with the lance and bow are just incredible.
One learns the craft of knighthood well after 40 years of service.
Wow, 40 years! That's incredible. With that many years of training, I'd be really strong, wouldn't I?
Further training and service will only make you stronger. Yet why spend your life this way? Knighthood is not glamorous. On long campaigns, you sleep rough in all manner of weather, and may eat gruel more often than venison. It seems odd that you would admire me, or that you would long to be a knight. Are you sure of yourself?
But of course, it's been my dream for a long time now. I really can't help but admire you. Your years of knighthood are so impressive.
I do not deserve your praise. I merely performed my duties to the best of my skill.
Don't be modest, you're a great knight. If there's any more you can teach me, I would be very happy to learn.
Tell me this. Once you don the armor, raise your shield, and level your lance, why? What is it you wish to protect?
Protect? Well, whatever needs protecting, right?
You must know exactly what you protect before you become a knight.
I understand. I'll take that to heart. What is it that you want to protect, if I may ask?
My duty has always been to protect my lord. That is a given for any knight, but for myself, doubly so. Then there are the personal reasons. Each knight has their own, yet mine I do not speak of.
Oh. How come?
Because it is personal. Mine. It allows me to focus on the work and grants me discipline. That is sufficient.
Discipline, huh? Something to protect. I'll have to think of something.
Look at my boy Ash all growing up. Looks like 2 more. What's that? Oh, that's me. I was like, who does she have an S with? Wait a minute. Turns out it was me, you dingleberry.
Father! Why do you pretend not to recognize me?
Annette,
I've been looking everywhere for you. Please stop treating me like a stranger. I can't bear it. Father, wait! How long will you keep avoiding me like this?
I have lost the right to face you or your mother.
This has nothing to do with rights. We're family. I'm your daughter.
Indeed, you are my daughter. Yet I am no father. I am only a fool who abandoned his family.
You really think it was foolish to abandon us?
I do.
Then the least you can do is apologize. I'm fine, but Mother deserves as much. I finished my studies at the School of Sorcery and the Officers' Academy. I have a busy and satisfying life now. But Mother, she's waited for you to return all this time, living under my uncle's roof.
I am sorry, Annette.
I already told you, don't say that to me. Apologize to Mother. Let her see your face.
That I cannot do. I know you do not understand, but it is the way of things. As for you, Annette, say the word, and I will disappear from your life forever. For now, though, I must return to my duties.
Father, how could you be so cruel?
That scene made me awfully sad considering I know essentially nothing about the dude. Now I'm sad.
Is something troubling you, Ingrid?
Oh, Sedith. You seem to have caught me when I thought nobody was around.
Perhaps I can help, if you would like to share.
I wouldn't want to bother you with my trivialities.
I will not pry, of course. But if you keep it to yourself, no one will be able to help you.
That's true. It's regarding my father.
Count Galatea. I have met him once or twice.
Well, you have likely heard that House Galatea's financial situation is precarious. Many regions of Fargus are harsh and infertile, but our lands are especially so. There were several years of fruitless harvests. It nearly ruined us. We could barely feed our troops. Then I was born bearing a crest, after generations bore none. Suddenly my family hung its future on me. My father had hopes that with my crest, I'd be married into a noble family, and that House Galatea's financial troubles would be a thing of the past.
Ah, I see. And the other house would benefit from the addition of your crest-bearing blood. It seems to me you have suffered much for the misfortune of being born with a crest.
I beg your pardon?
I know crests are highly valued, but they are also a burden. My feelings are mixed.
You truly think so? But you're so devoted to the goddess. I'm surprised to hear you say such a thing.
Perhaps one day I will expound upon my opinion of crests in greater detail with you. For now, let it suffice to say that whether or not you bear one is secondary to your identity. You are a person, first and foremost. And you should be permitted to grow as a person, crest or not.
I agree. Thank you for listening.
If you ever wish to discuss this again, consider me available whenever you please.
Thank you so much.
That was nice. I like that. 10 out of 10. Between this one and the last one, I quickly went through everyone's inventory. Everyone's running silver. Weapons or magic, in which case they have no weapon. So everyone's rocking that. The biggest problem with silver stuff is it has relatively low durability. I mean, you compare it to steel, I think steel goes up to like 50, which is quite high. But it has pretty good stats. Relatively good hit, relatively good might, and by relative I mean quite good. And it maintains a low weight, so they're quite good. Some of them are upgraded. I've got some silvered plus, I think 4 plus weapons. Everyone else is just basic. There is a weapon tier above silver, and it is brave. I can buy them, there's a limit to 1. They have an interesting trait where when you initiate combat you will always attack twice, so the weight doesn't necessarily matter except for counterattacks where you're defending, because when you attack you always attack twice. I think it could be possible that it attacks twice naturally, and then depending on your speed and the weapon weight and all that, you know, math jazz, you get a third or maybe like another double attack. I don't really know, but those are a thing that exists. And there's one for each weapon type. Except for fists, as far as I can tell. Unless I just don't have it, but as far as I can tell there's no brave fists. I suspect there is, and I just don't have it, but it's not there. I don't have anyone that uses that weapon anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I believe that's all I did, really. I checked battalions. No one really has the stuff required to go higher to those specialty battalions because they require A's. These two that I have. I have a bunch that are B as well, which we're getting close to being able to use. Hopefully we can get onto those pretty soon, because we still have a lot of people that are just super basic battalions, essentially from the very start of the game. But anyway, that's what happened between videos, so everyone's caught up. The silver weapons should last us for several fights, hopefully. And they're quite good, so we shouldn't really have any sort of trouble with damage outputs.
Oh, wow, thanks.
At the monastery at Garreg Mach, the Kingdom Army proceeds to bolster its forces, but the Empire is already one step ahead. An Imperial vanguard, led by General Randolph, has deduced the location of the Kingdom Army and now advances with the aim of toppling Garreg Mach for a second time.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm glad we had a load screen just for that, and then we have to have another load screen. Curses. Look at... I'm not touching the controller, by the way. It's on the desk. Admittedly, it's on something on the desk, but look at it go. It do a slide if I put it on the desk.
Thank you.
Look at that. Perfect. Oh, it threw it straight in. Okay. It's the same map, but destroyed. Yeah, fair enough. Oh, there's the side where it all fell apart. Entirely crumbled that half of the map. It's this side. This side's fine. Okay, what are we looking at? Some flying units. He's probably on siege equipment. Yes, he is. So this is another huge fight. Yeah, there's just stuff everywhere. You have a magic bow. Deals magic damage. Now that's intriguing, because I could give that to one of my archers and suddenly I have an archer that, if that is actually dealing magic damage, is good against fortress knights. I see they all have silver weapons too, more or less. Oh, he's got a brave lance. We're over leveled though, so I do have to keep in mind that, you know, they exist. This guy needs to be dealt with relatively quickly. I feel like, no, this is fine. We move you there. The right side has me, Ingrid, and Mercedes, so we're pretty strong over there. Either defended location is captured.
The Knights of Seros are a powerful enemy, but we have more soldiers. We'll take them down all at once.
Confident.
There are more enemies than expected. Attacking with fire would prove most useful here.
Excuse me? Attacking with fire?
Report.
What does that mean?
The enemy has entered the periphery of Garreg Mach.
If they reach the interior, we won't be able to protect the monastery. Drive them back.
Okay, so they can't pass the wall. That is not very far. So we really gotta push in. Oh, jeez. I don't think that's a good idea. We could do this. Yeah, there are no mages that will attack him there. Now there is somebody targeting flame. I thought you. Won't kill her, but it's gonna hurt like fuck. And he's so far back that...
Guide me well.
I think we are changing that unit's attack, actually. We did, okay. None of these people should be doing any damage to him. No. Okay, Dimitri. If you walk forward, we open up a big old party of people that want to kill
I'm your
her.
girl.
I do this for all of us.
So let's not. How's that
More
sound?
fighting.
You just stay there, that doesn't matter.
Onward.
Okay, I think all of them are just gonna chill where they are. This side,
At your service.
you need to kill him.
Let's keep our guard up.
This side's gonna be more offensive, I think. Because we can push down this flank here, get rid of Onager Boy, in theory. It's a lot of cover for us as well.
Ready when you are.
I don't really want that archer.
What's my strategy?
41 damage.
I must lead them well.
Look how nice the silver stuff look. Very nice weapons. I would like, preferably, for her to not be targeted by this archer. So we'll stay over here. He's not gonna do anything to me. Alright, we're about to see a whole lot of people try and slap Gilbert.
I'll cut through.
I don't know why I'm waiting, everyone, it doesn't matter. Ah. Siege equipment. I didn't see that over there.
On my honor as a knight.
Look at him. The wall will not be defeated.
Not enough. You were unprepared.
I love Fortress Knights. I just love things that are big and tanky.
Maybe I'm not a total waste.
Alright, dude. I was doing alright, then you made me depressed again. Your battalion is a total waste, though. They don't do fucking anything.
Child's play. On my honor as a knight.
Just imagine like an actual war. I mean, of this era, I suppose, and like the history. And there's just a dude with a tower shield
Child's play.
standing at a gate, just decimating your army by himself.
Not enough.
Just imagine. You know, the commander's chilling in the back, just watching their army get decimated. Feels good. Hello? The hell is that? Who are you? That's...
It is our duty to guide these soldiers to their destination. Stay alert. An attack may come at any time.
Ominous. That's just telling me. Is that their destination? Are they attempting to... He has no target, so I think he's just running. I think he's trying to get to this onager, and then I guess he's just gonna sit on it and shoot things. Or something, I don't really know. Before I move anyone, can you kill him? You can.
You took me lightly.
Ingrid looking strong with all those A pluses. And now she can park over there. You, as you are no longer in danger of blocking anything, can kill him.
I had to protect my friends.
It's true, you did. You did good,
Leave it to me.
Mercedes. You did okay, Mercedes. He'll move before me, but I'd rather not get targeted by the onager. He'll move after the onager's turn, so. Okay, meanwhile, I don't like that there's a dead body there. But meanwhile, this dude needs to die.
Child's play.
I like that crits have different animations. Uh-huh.
Exemplary.
We're gonna move him over there. Just in case something strange happens, you know? Dorothea? You open yourself to the artillery in the back. Which really isn't a huge deal. Alright, that was unnecessary.
It's win or die.
Entirely unnecessary. It's fucking onager in the back. It is an onager, yeah. It is probably going to hit her. Move you up, you can hit that. That caster is going to hit him because he's made of tissue paper for mages. I think I'll just have Dimitri run over here and deal with the problem.
I'll destroy you!
Alright. 165.
I disposed of doubt long ago.
He isn't wrong. He did destroy her. $34. Kills it in one as long as she doesn't miss. Hey, alright.
I'll be home again soon.
Safe. And she's 30 now.
Bernie's just
Not a very good level, but she is 30 now. Did anyone change targets? No. He did mention stuff could happen at any time, so I'm a little wary. Really attract his ire. I'm a little wary of moving everyone forward. In case there's like a weird flank that happens or something. Nice miss, you scrub. Oh, that was a good turn. Okay, can we do anything about this onager? No. And in fact, this onager is spooky. He's targeting the ally. He's not going to do much, but if I move you forward, he's going to target you. Actually, he's not. Someone else is. They can fly, so it doesn't really matter. I'm not too scared of doing this. Let's see what the chance. 4%? Yeah, good luck. I don't get targeted either. It's pretty good. Alright, and then you... I don't really know what I'm doing with you, to be honest. Mostly just chilling. Guard that side for me. She's also going to wait back there. Again, just in case. Because of all these walls, the melee actually can't do very much. That's a terrible shot. That is a much better shot. Oh, why it always starts with Deadeye, when that's such a bad skill for that kind of range. Mage Man, if I go here, I can't hit you. You're inclined to target Bernie. 2 people targeting her? She is being targeted by 2. See, now we have a bit of a pickle. So I can body block. I can body block. He gains the ire of the mage. But he takes the flying unit off. And he won't take too much damage, he's fine. Who is this? Oh, this is the other cavalry, isn't it? Yeah. You go over there, and you come up here.
Too weak for this world.
I like that one unit just floating off in the back. I don't know why I thought that was so entertaining, but... Unfortunately, he's 2 damage short of ending that. I guess that gives XP to someone else. Nice dodge. Hold the line, Gilbert.
I shall not stray.
I'm glad that she's just a Pegasus Knight, but with a yellow Pegasus and fancy armor.
You took me lightly.
10 out of 10. Okay, they're just gonna get 2 every single turn then. Why did you move a square and then stop? What the fuck? Get this dude out of the equation. Get my ally down here. I don't know what that does. We'll figure it out when he gets over here, I guess. He's so slow. You don't need to move, you don't need to move. We can get some XP for Dorothy. Apparently with Thorn. I was gonna say with Meteor, but she can actually just do this. Well... You know, do this guy, actually.
One of us has to die.
And it's gonna be him. In HD.
Will this ever end?
That was Meteor, wasn't it?
You're so
Yeah,
on
it
top
was.
of it.
I meant for that to be Thorin, but... It's the wrong ability, it's fine. Having ranged units, alright. Having ranged units is very nice on this map. All these breakable fences and stuff, oh, they're actually not breakable. Only those are. For some reason. Don't know why. We'll have Gilbert finish. Actually, have Gilbert move off to this side and then finish it. Assume he doesn't miss. There we go.
You were unprepared.
Those appear to be the fancy version of the flying units. Falcon Knight. Yep. Based upon their color. No. Go here then. Forgot she doesn't have a ranged heal.
Two coming.
And you can't move far enough. Oof. Well, only one of... Well, he's gonna kill him, so never mind. I was gonna say only one of them should reach, but may have created a bit of a pickle there. I think that's everything, except for him up there, but that's fine. I don't like that they spawn every turn. Easy dodge. Let's go. Unnecessary crit. Let's go. Hey. Good level? That's a pretty darn good level.
Faster.
That's about as good a level as you're gonna get. Ow.
Alright, next.
And we've aggroed them, which is okay. That dude needs to take like 70 years to get up here. It's gonna be another 2 turns before he gets over there. Which is absolute nonsense. There's no reason for you to go over there because you're just gonna get hit. So just go down this way. Stick with the crew. Meanwhile, on the main side of things, you can acquire all of the attention, but that's probably not going to benefit everyone.
A little scratch won't stop me.
Unless we get rid of the mages. Then it benefits everyone, but if we move up here... Not with him, anyway. I was gonna say, if we move up here, we're probably going to acquire the attention of someone. I think I want Dorothy to have that if anyone's gonna get it. Oh, that's a lot of damage. No one else is doing any, so he will live unless they crit. But ooh, that's a lot of damage. This side's just chilling. 2 more turns for that idiot to do anything. Okay.
Child! So many openings.
So many omens.
On my honor as a knight.
Ominous. More defense?
Age takes its toll.
It's not wrong. Battalion's still basically worthless, but hey. It's trying, I suppose. Now he's 1 damage short of killing them. Good. Dodge? Oh. Oh. He didn't crit, so we're fine, but oh. And they spawn 2 more. Even if you don't kill them, it spawns 2. That's quite the nuisance, isn't it? Ingrid needs to be over here helping somehow. Probably not like that, though. Wait, who's attacking her? Flying unit? Sure, go for it. She'll be fine. He needs to be healed.
We must be prudent.
He can move. Just to get rid of this guy. 82. I don't know if I want to risk that. I could heal him first. But that means Annie can't move. Fortify won't reach. Perhaps I should have kept her closer to the party. Let's see here. Can hit him with just an attack. We can hit this dude with a curved shot.
Yes, I've got you. Yeah. Still here.
I'm glad I can tell when I hit based on crits, though. If it crits, it's obviously gonna hit. That's a terrible level, but sure.
That will suffice.
It will suffice, thank you. Alright, don't miss. You only need to do 1 damage. Thank you.
You were unprepared.
It takes him so long to run up there, you really could just dodge that, but...
Thanks.
You're welcome. Did that change any targets? No. No. Whoa. Oh, because he has a magic bow. Right. damage is absurd. We could just straight kill this dude, which is extremely beneficial to Gilbert's survival. I really enjoy
Win
Meteor.
or die.
I enjoy having half of the map for attack range.
All this power just to survive.
Only twice, mind you. But it is still a lot of damage. Felix do to this guy. Won't kill him. And unfortunately does quite a lot of damage to himself in the process.
Eventually, I too will fall.
Let's see, his battalion's pretty good. Lower magic.
Reassuring.
He doesn't use magic though, so. All is well. You're just gonna move. None of you are aggroed to anything. You guys are gonna do your thing. Alright. We'll have that dude at the destination on this turn too. Whatever that does, you didn't. It said it was attacking, but then it doesn't. Betrayal.
Fire attack is ready. Now, to draw the enemy's attention.
What is this, Dynasty Warriors? What do you mean draw their
So
attention?
many units, and you still can't defeat us. The Empire's generals are not as formidable as I'd heard.
Quiet! Don't think you'll get away with mocking me!
How does he hear that?
Attack! Make sure they never speak again!
Alright, that's quite the movement range.
Now!
Oh, everything's on fire. Including my own people.
A fire attack! The damage is too great! We can't fight anymore! All units retreat! I'll take on our pursuers! Carry away the injured soldiers!
You alone. Oh, they're attempting to flee now.
Chase them down. Leave none standing. Eliminate them before they can regroup.
You know you set fire to basically my entire own army, right? In fact, only 2 of the 4 units that moved up are even on fire. What the fuck, man? I don't really like that. Well, is there a tile that you can get on? You can get on this onager. You're not going to use it, but it's not on fire, so this is good. You can kill this man, which will benefit us.
Only thorns left on this rose.
What are they doing? Oh, they can't move. Okay, so if we're just in range of them, they're gonna attack. Know that I necessarily want to attract the attention of everyone. 13% chance to hit. Very, very tiny. But if they do, it's bad. I can Gambit. Gambit won't kill them. So this does not benefit me. But I'm pretty sure that mage isn't going to do any damage to us. Let's risk it for the biscuit. Alright, well, that works too.
Onward.
She can't quite get out of range, but she can pull them more towards our allies. Stay in the bushes. Extra dodge chance. So what is the plan here? Probably go over here because it's safe, and then we can just delete this dude. Like so. That was a female fortress knight. Hey, A+.
Is this what success feels like?
Yes. What did you learn? Who knows?
My orders?
Can move you here. And you can actually kill him. Good lord.
On my honor as a knight.
Thumb splitter too good. We've got that guy. Moving you here just gets you in trouble. Does this even heal anyone? I don't think that does. She seems safe. It's fine. I mean, we could just move away from this knight. But we need to do something about these. $51.
Bernie's unstoppable.
Bernie is unstoppable. So if we don't do something about these, they're just going to hit my mage, which is bad.
See you in the eternal flames.
Me too, dude. Actually, just move him like pretty far forward as long as I don't aggro anything. There we go. Apparently it was where I was moving him to. Alright, we should have nobody on burning tiles. Despite the quantity of flame over here and the fact that we launched a fire attack on our own army. Okay.
A total loss. We can't just return home like this.
Professor, get down!
Excuse me? Wasn't that my original condition? Oh, he's moving.
My house. For justice. I will not be defeated!
Unexpected.
Too slow.
That's a lot of damage. And he's dead, so never mind. That's
This can't end here.
entirely unexpected on both fronts. And now she's 35. She's getting real strong.
I'll make up for the setback.
She's also very
Capture
fast.
him. A terrible battle, yet Garrick Mach still stands. Your Highness?
Hello. We did it. 7 turns. There's 3 people that didn't die, so we missed a little bit of XP, but that's not bad. We're above level.
My thank you.
Don't need to be worrying too much
I
about
have
XP.
family waiting for me. Please.
I'm telling you, he's
I
gonna
can't die here.
horrifically get
Beast
murdered.
of your depravity prattling on about family? How amusing. As though you could understand such a thing as love? You heartless monster! You are a monster too, General. You have just yet to realize it. A monster who thinks he's a man. Despicable. As a general, you must have killed countless souls without a shred of mercy. Do you still remember the sound of them begging, just as you're begging now? Or now that your life is at its end, will you hold to the lie that your hands are not stained red with blood? This is war. I did what I had to for the Empire, for the people, for my family. So, you are piling up corpses for the people and your family. And I am doing the same for the salvation of the dead. After all is said and done, we are both murderers, both stained, both monsters. You're wrong. Am I? I can smell the rotting flesh upon your hands even now, General.
Are you sure that's not just because we're in the middle of a battlefield?
That's enough! I won't kill you right away, my fellow monster. Unless you object to watching your friends die. One by one. If so, I will do you the service of removing your eyes first, so that... Please! Please, forgive me. What is the meaning of this? The Dimitri you once knew is dead. All that remains is the repulsive, blood-stained monster you see before you. If you do not approve of what I have become, then kill me. If you insist that you cannot, then I will continue to use you and your friends until the flesh falls from your bones.
Alright, dude. Jeez. He's got a little off the end there, hasn't he? He's past the deep end. He's at like the fucking abyssal
end. We
end.
repelled the Imperial Army, but we remain divided on our next course of action. I anticipate a second and third wave of attack. With our current forces, we'll have our hands full just defending.
It's a miracle we managed to repel the Imperial Army with the few units and resources we do have.
We should probably contact Rodrigue right away to request backup.
Rodrigue is in a difficult position, as he has suffered invasions by the dukedom. But there are troops who share in our cause, gathering in the heart of Fraldaria's territory. If we can arrange for them to join us, our forces will grow considerably.
Fraldarius. So, Rodrigue is still alive, is he? So you did.
I wonder what my old man will say when he sees you now. That spectacle alone will be worth the trip.
I've already sent word with our fastest messenger, informing Rodrigue that His Highness is alive. But we would do well to send another, in case anything happens to the first. With the current state of things, we'll be completely helpless without his support. Your Highness, may I ask what your next plan of attack is? Should we dispatch our troops to the kingdom capital, or to the Imperial capital?
We will take the Imperial capital.
Going
There,
straight in.
I will kill her. We end the war and chase away the lingering regrets of the dead. Nothing could be more to the point.
That may be true, but don't forget that your people need our help right now. Your Highness, I hate them too. But the citizens of Ferdiad have long awaited your return.
Just give it up already. Wasting time thinking about stuff like that will only dull your blade.
Defeating Edelgard would put an end to the war. That would benefit the kingdom as well.
We still need to look for Lady Rhea. So I agree that we should get to Enbar as fast as possible.
There's a split here, I think.
Professor, whatever you decide,
no.
we shall follow.
Oh no. I don't like having choices. Realistically, we would want to go to the kingdom, right? That gets us more support. That gets us more troops. Instead of going right into the fucking hive. But I wonder if this is an actual choice.
Yes, it is the only way.
Either way, we are in need of numbers. It is essential that we secure backup.
I wonder if that is an actual choice. I'll look it up later.
Part 2.
Like when I'm a little further in the
Azure
story.
Moon. Pegasus Moon. Valley of Torment. Having repelled the Imperial Vanguard, the kingdom must now supplement its meager forces. And so it requests reinforcements from Rodrigue, who is busy resisting Cornelia's army in Fraldarius territory.
That was brief.
You made it.
Hello.
We received a reply from my father. You should read it too.
Gilbert has filled me in on the details. He tells me you are in immediate need of additional troops. I would like to say that I will gather reinforcements and send them to the monastery at once. However, I cannot afford to leave the front lines for that long. Would you be willing to meet us south of Fraldaria's territory in ALL, the Valley of Torment? ALL is halfway between the monastery and our territory. There, I will deliver the soldiers you require.
It's either a trap or it makes some sense. Or
Aeolus
both.
lies on the border between Kingdom territory and Alliance territory. Humans dare not approach that place.
I like that sentence.
He's right. In ALL, we can meet up with them without our enemy ever finding out.
Once my old man delivers his soldiers to us, then our war against the Empire can finally begin.
The path ahead will be a difficult one, Your Highness. Deadly, in all likelihood.
True. But what's the point in wavering now? Father, stepmother, Glenn, and even Dedu. I am certain this will bring them great joy. I know if I can just offer them Edelgard's head. I just know it.
ALL, the Valley of Torment.
A spy. Our details have been leaked. Also, another paralog battle. We're not going to do it this weekend, because there's a special battle next weekend as well, so... This is the Explore weekend, as is tradition. We get a Silver Lance Plus from the last tournament. Guess I know what I'm doing. We do have to talk to everyone, as is tradition. It's the same amount of people to talk to, which is to say not very many. So it shouldn't take very long.
Hey, you.
Hey, you. Then we gotta eat with everyone and all that jazz. Oh right, this month was the month I said I'd do the lost items and everything.
The Valley of Torment? What kind of a name for a place is that? It sounds scary. Do I really have to go with you? Hey, here's an idea. Maybe let the recluse stay home and hold the fort.
Nope. Not happening. Between this video and the next one, I will do lost items and all that jazz. And, you know, eating or whatever. Ooh. And fishing, apparently. Eating and whatever else needs to happen.
Professor?
Basically, we're gonna talk to everyone now, and then between this video and the next, I'll use all my points and give out items and all the jazz. You won't be missing anything. No actual useful dialogue or anything happens during that process, so... Just gonna randomly pick a few, there you go. And we'll cultivate them with some soil. Oh look, it changed. So it does change. Man, cultivating does basically nothing, and I'm kind of disappointed about it. Hello. Northern Fodland Seeds. I will also have an A professor level by the next
Kingdom
video.
Capital or the Imperial capital? I don't know which is the right way. If we tried to take on the Empire like this, would we really stand a chance?
Nope.
With House Fraldarius under attack, they probably can't spare many soldiers. On the other hand, if we did manage to take the Imperial capital, the war would be over. I'm no good at thinking through this kind of complicated stuff.
There's positives and negatives to both. If we go straight for the Empire, if we take it, the war ends. That's it, it's over. As far as how wars typically work. But you leave the kingdom by itself. What if the kingdom falls? Then, you know, do we have to go fight the person in the kingdom? What happens there? But if we go for the kingdom first, then we can help them, they get on our side, you know, get more troops for the Empire attack. But the Empire also gets more time. They can react.
If we take back the kingdom, we'll recover our soldiers.
And some food and supplies too, I bet. Most importantly of all, there are people in the kingdom waiting for our help. Even His Highness understands that, I'm sure of it. Yet, he wants to take on the Empire despite all that. Do you think he just doesn't care about anything other than fighting Edelgard anymore?
Yes, absolutely.
He wasn't always like this. What happened?
He lost his fucking mind in the 5 years that he's been sitting here by himself, killing people. Has he been eating? I guess he's just been eating random stuff around.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Is everyone setting out on a big campaign? Not exactly. Ah, so you're meeting up with the reinforcements. Well, you can leave guarding this place to me. I'll keep an eye out for anything suspicious.
What if the gatekeeper is the suspicious one? What if he's actually the traitor? Maybe a turn of events. Who the fuck are you?
Hey, how about a favor?
Secret shop. Okay. Sure, I like secret shops. Hello. I need like 1 billion smithing items too. They're surprisingly infrequent to obtain naturally.
AOL, the Valley of Torment. Oh man, I really do not want to go there. That place is crazy hot. For guys like me, who grew up somewhere cold, man, it's gonna be rough. Though, I guess that climate will keep our enemies at bay.
Don't worry, it's rough for people who are born in warm places too, trust me.
Can you help me?
Can you help me? I have a lot of quests, some of which I don't actually know how to do. Like the retrieve items things. I don't understand how to retrieve said items. You think it would be simple, just get the items for it.
It seems some of our friends believe that if we get those reinforcements, we'll be set for provisions too. But I think it's best not to hold our breath on the food front. With the added headcount from the reinforcements, there will be even more mouths to feed.
I agree with that statement. What's going on over here? Nice slow-mo.
Everyone else, but heading to the Empire seems like a good idea to me. The search for Lady Rhea will be so much easier if we can just get the Empire out of the way. I suppose Dimitri might still pose a problem, though. He seems so fixated on the Imperial capital, but I get the feeling he's not even sure what he wants anymore.
I get the feeling he doesn't really have a brain.
This is all a bit troubling, isn't it? The people from the kingdom seem to be of two minds as well. Can we really plan to fight when we're this unsure of ourselves?
She's got a point.
Well, Professor, I hope you can bring everyone together. You might be the only person who can.
Hey, but I'm unsure of myself. Why is it so laggy when I look that way? Look at that frame rate. A little rough. Actually, the frame rate seems to be a little low in general at the moment. Boo. That was cute, I like that. See, now we go speed. I do like the way the game does that, though. There's a few games that do that where everything slows down instead of the frame. It's not really the frame rate being low. The frame rate's low in general. It's a Switch game. But, like, instead of dipping the frame rate down even further into, like, single digits and stuff, everything slows down. There's a lot of games that you'll see do that. Usually it's not quite as noticeable, but in this game in particular, you can see it, like, especially when you come to this area. You see how everything starts to get a little slower. The frame rate dips, yes, but to keep it from going even further, it does stuff like that, which is a nice little touch. Anyway, let's see if we can do this Lance tournament.
One of the kingdom's
Nice
sturdiest
armor.
fortress cities has fallen to the
Buckethead.
Empire. It looks like Count Rowe didn't resist and switched sides to the Empire straight away. repaying all that the royal family has done for him with betrayal. How shameful.
Shameful. Someone else in here. Oh, hello.
I'm steeling myself to see my father again. I can't stand that old man. Yes, I do. Above all, I hate the crazed nonsense that comes out of his mouth.
Well, what comes out of his mouth? Question mark. Lance tournament. Our best option is probably not Ingrid. It's probably Sylvain. I mean, the probably better option would be Dimitri, but he's fucking turtled up and doesn't want to do anything, so. Actually, it's a bunch of flying units. Air squadrons, torrential attacks. Maybe we do take Ingrid. She has the advantage of higher dodginess from Dex. She has less defense. We'll try Sylvain. Cavalry versus air cavalry. He shouldn't take too much damage until towards the end anyway.
I was just stronger.
Simply because of his higher defense. Of course, if we take an Ingrid, she would have had a higher dodge chance. 69. Nice.
All for our future.
Seven. And my hit chance is finally not 100 in one of these things.
All for our future.
I forget how much health Sylvain actually has. It's extremely high.
Obvious. Burn until we meet again.
Imagine having your flying squadron losing to someone on a horse.
Obvious.
In fact, he seems to have dodged a large number of their attacks, which is pretty good. There you go. Free Silver Lance Plus. Almost leveled up. We'll go ahead and slap that on someone before I forget. Probably Ingrid. It has a little bit extra. I'll show you, but it has a little bit extra might. It's 14 might versus. This menu is a little awkward sometimes. Versus 13. It's not much, but you know. Alright. Easy tournament win. Hello. And we're about like halfway done with talking to people, I think. I keep forgetting that random non-students are talkable too.
For 5 years, Lord Rodrigue worried for His Highness more than any other. But I wonder what he would say if he saw what has become of Dimitri.
Something with Dimitri has to change. Probably rather soon.
Meeting reinforcements in the Valley of Torment seems an astute decision to me. In that land of oppressive heat, it is unlikely that we will be disturbed. It also means we will need to contend with those harsh conditions ourselves, however. Best ensure we are well prepared.
How? I don't believe I actually can prepare.
Say now, to the north of Garreg Mach lie the territories of the Karen and Galatea houses, former lords of the kingdom. Even though their territory is being nibbled at by the Empire, they are still clinging to their neutrality. Since they only display enough force to defend their borders, I suppose the Empire has no incentive to attack them with any real strength.
For now. They gonna get crushed at some point.
I concur.
Empire's not just gonna leave them there. They either go with the Empire or they get forced to go with the Empire. What's up, Flame? What you looking at? Considering the terrible resolution of that skybox, that is a nice view. There's actually nothing over there.
It has been only 5 years, yet so much has changed. Half of the kingdom has fallen to the Empire. Skirmishes are rife throughout the Alliance. Despite such tumult, we look upon the same sky, unchanged by the storm happening beneath it. Indeed. I gazed up at the same sky with Mother and Father. It does not feel so long ago at all. Wait, but how would you know, Professor?
How would I know? Mysterious. I was about to ask why the music stopped, but I remembered it doesn't actually play any on the bridge for whatever reason. Oh, you know what we should check? Any notes? One note. That's, what's her name? Bernie. Barren land and a soil, is it Bernie? That is rich and abundant with crops. It pains my heart to see people dying of starvation. I would say check the library. Oh, it's not Bernie at all. The little things on the side of her hair confuse me. It's Ingrid. You dingleberry? Excuse me, coming through.
I have lived inconspicuously these past 5 years, so as not to be discovered by the Empire. To be able to finally return to the monastery again is overwhelming. I hope that our brothers and sisters who ran far away will also return one day.
I hope one day Dimitri will say literally anything.
It is imperative that we regroup with those who continue to resist. Most importantly, we must join up with the Fraldarius family. If we do, our ability to reclaim the kingdom capital is ensured. We should aim for this outcome, rather than focusing our efforts on the imperial capital. This seems to me the best strategy at present. But I feel what His Highness feels. His hatred, his anger, so keenly, as if it were my own. So I find it difficult to oppose his wishes.
I already made the choice, but there's a lot of back and forth still, so I'm thinking that choice wasn't an actual choice. Oh, alright. Fuck you too, I guess, dude. We should have talked to everyone down here now, correct? Got that quest to turn in, but we'll get there in a minute.
Yes.
Yes, I agree. Me too. What in the Lord's name are we looking for over here? Zoltan's Beast Idol. He made weapons and a beast idol. Suspicious. Alright. Talk to everyone that's left wherever the heck they are. I wish the larger map showed where people were, since this map is so fucking zoomed in. I don't think there's actually... Is there anyone up here? It's me. Oh, there's actually nobody up here. Okay. Probably should have checked that, but that's fine. Anything in the bedroom I can yoink? No. That's my room now, smile. I thought there were two people up here because of the fucking lakes. Listen, man. It's late in the day. Brain doesn't work very well late in the day. Let's turn these quests in, though. See what the hell a secret shop is.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome. So about that shop.
Welcome.
Buy rings. Or buy elixirs. For cheaper, isn't it? No, that's the same cost. Permanently increases max HP by 5. I feel like I should just buy all of these.
Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Is that the one? 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 Is that the one?
That was a good noise. I liked that noise. 10 out of 10 noise. That was a bit expensive, but we'll look into doing items again off screen while I'm doing all the other stuff that you really don't need to watch. I'm doing the lost items on my own because it's really just going to everybody and trying to give everyone everything. I have too many lost items to efficiently actually look through that, so we just do it that way.
Nice job.
There you go. We're gonna end up catching that fish as well. So, that'll be it for this video, right? Actually, the supports we have, isn't it? Yeah, we can do supports and then that'll be the end of the video. This is a support heavy video, but it's fun. If you don't like supports,
Sylvain,
that's all we're doing.
eat these.
See you next time.
What are these, Felix? Oh, hey, is this candy?
A girl in town gave them to me, but I don't want them.
Right. You don't like sweet stuff. Thanks. I'll eat them later. So, what do you need? Want me to help you get closer to a girl? Just point her out.
You're incorrigible. No, I wanted to thank you for your help in battle. If you hadn't spotted that enemy ambush, I would have been killed.
Nah, I didn't do anything special. Friends help each other out, especially on the battlefield. Just a little give and take, you know?
You never change.
Nope. I try to stay on an even keel.
You're always...
Always what?
Nothing.
Come on. If you've got something on your mind, then say it.
Maybe I'll tell you later, maybe I won't.
Fair enough. I'll be having something to eat while you're deciding whatever it is you're deciding. Actually, come with me. My treat. If you do want to talk, then I'm right there.
Okay, just this once. Only because you saved my life.
Free food, possible conversation, and when we're done, we can find some girls. It was a joke! Felix, I was joking. Come on, let's just go eat.
It's too late now. You done ruined it. Ruined it. We're starting to max out a decent number of supports
Why
as
are you
well.
taking over my cleaning responsibilities?
You're wounded, and you're going too slowly. I couldn't stand to watch.
You're still fretting over me, are you? I'm fine now, really. It wasn't even serious.
I could have handled the situation alone. That enemy wasn't much of a threat.
Yes, we all know you could have. But I also didn't want to risk something unforeseen befalling you. I've been doing some thinking. I feel a bit lost. I don't know that I'm cut out to be a knight after all. Without fulfilling that dream, without being a knight, I've been asking myself where my place is in the world. And I think I found my answer. I don't want to lose anyone anymore. So I want to protect those I hold dear.
That's why you were protecting me, huh? What a fool you are.
Foolish to act in line with what I value most? Were I to die, I would die knowing I followed my heart, my truest calling. I've been reading through more of that book I was telling you about. Recall the hypothetical question it posed? Do you carry out the orders or protect your hometown?
You've been reading that garbage again?
The book never specified that one should prioritize the commander's orders. Instead, it suggested that one should follow their heart in the matter. That's what a knight, that's what anyone being true to themselves should do.
That's just the editor's opinion.
Of course, and I find value in that opinion. Glenn died following his heart, not heeding the commands of the country or even the royal family. His death pains me to this day. It was a tragedy. But had he survived, I think he would have suffered. I will follow his example. No matter the outcome, no matter the circumstance, I believe in myself.
You know nothing.
What is it that you know then? What is it you fight for, Felix?
My own beliefs.
I see no difference from my own stance.
You don't understand.
You fight to be stronger than everyone, that you might protect those you care for, correct?
Okay, fine. You do understand.
Called it.
My point is, don't let this happen again. If you died, I'd be annoyed.
To avoid annoyance, then, I suggest you continue to grow stronger. If that happens, I might allow you to protect me too.
You're insufferable.
Sometimes I enjoy his conversations. Sometimes I think he's an idiot. Sometimes it's a mix of both.
Oh, is that Sedith? Wow, he looks really deep in thought. I wonder what he's writing. A secret diary, maybe?
That phrase doesn't quite work, does it? Let's see about an alternative.
Too uncertain for a diary. Maybe it's a letter. Or a poem.
No, that's bound to introduce misunderstanding. Precision is the key.
It must be really important if he's putting that much thought into every word.
But I mustn't overcomplicate things either. Parting words ought to be precise.
Parting? It's a farewell letter? Is he writing his resignation? Sedith can be a little scary sometimes, but I hope he doesn't leave. It'd be sad to see him go. He shouldn't make such rash decisions. If he's unhappy about something, he should tell someone.
Come now. Do you really think I would resign?
I noticed her mouth moving. I was wondering if she was actually speaking out loud.
If you don't wish to be heard talking to yourself, then you should not speak so loudly.
He's got a point.
I'm sorry to hear that you find me intimidating.
I'm sorry! I won't disturb you ever again!
Wait, Bernadetta. Typical behavior for the girl. Most concerning. Can she really go through life this way?
No is the answer to that question. Alright, that's all the supports. Alright, that'll be it then. I'll do all the stuff that still needs to be done on my own time, which is probably mostly going to be personal training after I give the items out, to be honest, but we'll see. Either way, thanks for watching. See you guys next time.